Hello and welcome back to some more Dota 2 action. This is going to be the Summit 4 North American qualifiers. Game 2 between Not Today and Archon. And in the first setup, we saw some very powerful laning options coming out from Archon. They ran a Razor in the mid lane, Broodmother down bottom with the Spirit Breaker, as well as the Gyrocopter up in the top, just being able to rain down havoc on top of their enemies. And Winter is going to be here with me today. My name is Lyrical Dota, and you can follow me at Lyrical Dota, the same with at Winter Dota. Any thoughts before we end up getting on into this game 2 here, Winter?
No brute mother this game. That's my thought.
And it's a pretty good thought indeed. Not always the most fun hero to play against. Night Stalker's still in this pool as well, so something interesting to think about there as well. We do opt for a first pick Darkseer out of Not Today, so opting to try and run that one instead this time around. A couple of key components still in this draft that were around last time. Interestingly, I guess it's not super interesting. I thought that the Shadow Fiend wasn't banned, but he is going to be banned, so Not Today not going to be able to pick him up on the Radiant side.
Yep, there's still the Queen, there's still the Tusk. All these heroes are still really good as like opening picks. And you mentioned the Dazzle from the last game, so if you want to pick a support that doesn't reveal anything, a Dazzle is a good support to actually open with.
Yeah. What do you think about potentially taking that Winter Wyvern here next? I feel like the Winter Wyvern Darkseer combo is just so potent in terms of what it's able to
Uh,
accomplish.
Even if you pick the Wyvern, they can still pick the, Ember, the Starkseid Ember. So
Mm, okay.
it's not a huge loss for them, but so let's see what they want to go for. They can choose for either the Ember, the Wyvern. Um, let's see what else is really good with the open. Maybe a Spirit Breaker. These are the three heroes that
Mm.
are really good with the Darks here.
Yeah, they have certainly a lot of different options like that in terms of being able to go for that very big combo-oriented thing. I like the Ember pickup potentially here. One of the more underrated parts of it as well is the ability to
Yeah,
control that Queen
I
of Pain in
mean,
the mid game.
you talk about combo picker. That's why when you open your draft with Darks here, it's very clear that your intentions are to always get a good combo, a good setup with the vacuum plus whatever spell you want to go for, and just go for a team fight because that's just the hero, right? Darkseer functions like that. I mean, Night Stalker is also. I think you mentioned it as well. It's also really good with the Darkseer because you can utilize the Iron Shell on the lane. It's very similar to Spirit Breaker,
Mm,
but maybe he provides more in terms of vision, and it's not as good as Spirit Breaker in terms of ganking the other lanes early in the early stages because you don't have the charge, but he still fulfills the similar role as a Spirit Breaker.
yeah, I think also the other thing is that if you are going to be going for these big team fighty plays, and maybe you're trying to go for the late game now, you end up being able to control which team fights you take with that Night Stalker when you get the Aghanims, as long as you don't get rolled over in the early stages of the game. But even if you do get a very early push draft that comes out of Archon, Darkseer is fairly adept at being able to deal with that. So I think that they're in a really strong opening here. You do probably commit to potentially a dual off lane, although Night Stalker can still stay in that safe lane as well.
I mean, if you are looking to push early, there's a couple of options for Archon. You can go for Undying Tusk, offlane pressure. Then with you combine with the Queen, so your lanes are all really good. So you're setting yourself up to push early. So that might be an option for Archon if you're looking to push.
Hmm,
We haven't
definitely.
really seen this hero like the whole day. Like none of the teams actually prioritize in picking Undying. I think Undying is still quite a strong pick in the current state of the game.
Yeah. Well, two heroes that are sort of situationally off laners already picked up in the Darkseer Tusk, but of course Undyne can be played in that support role as well, or wherever he pretty much damn well pleases, besides the sort of mid and safe lane farming role, which you wouldn't end up seeing. But Ember Spirit going to be banned out, as is the Spirit Breaker, and Archon looking for their next setup. And already, we didn't talk about it a ton, but the Queen of Pain Tusk combo, once you end up getting a good amount of levels there, there's an incredible amount of burst damage that can be dealt out, as well as a good amount of control, sort of being able to simultaneously have the Queen of Pain dull the damage while Tusk controls the flow of where those heroes are going to be through Ice Shard, Snowball, and Walrus Punch as well. So I like their startup as well, and I think that both lineups are well suited to the different types of playstyles they might want to run. Juggernaut, very interesting.
Push. It's still push. It's just they want to group and push because against Night Stalker, you don't want to be trying to split push. You want to group up because Night Stalker is useless if you are pushing early
Mm,
because the hero wants to split up the map, control vision, and gank.
Yeah.
And they have really good bans as well. They ban the Wyvern and the Ember, which are the best combinations with the Darkseer to fight early. So right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Undying come up for them. Undying plus Juggernaut, Queen. Then you just keep pushing.
What do you think about something like a Jakiro on Archon? Do you like that
Yeah,
hero at all?
possible. It's possible as well. That's something monkey business like to run.
I feel like whenever I've been seeing that hero recently, it's just been so effective in terms of the ability to really pressure teams early and always being able to not only take down towers quickly with the liquid fire, but also just consistently dole out harassment in lane. You can just sit there in lane, lay out the liquid fire, and creeps don't even care. It's a pretty cool little combo there for a lane support.
Yeah, but he is like how should I explain this? He's like a greedy support. He doesn't zone like super well. He needs a lot of levels. He needs space. He's a support that needs space.
Okay.
He's not a support that wants to roam and like gank other lanes and pressure. When you run a Jakiro, you specifically want to be able to give him a lane, give him a space, get level 7 and you keep pushing with Jakiro. He's
Yeah.
more of like a he's not so aggressive early game.
Okay.
Whereas maybe in the NA Dota scene, I think most of the teams prioritize on picking supports that are much more aggressive. They want to gang, they want to pressure, they want to get kills early game.
Hmm. Well, and we're going to see the Rubik picked up next, the sort of master of being able to deal with the big team fights, and certainly a hero that can make his presence felt anywhere
Mm,
across
I,
the map.
I I think they're going for supports that are able to just push out the lanes. Because
Okay.
at this stage of the draft, you realize that Archon are building into a very five-man deck. When you pick Juggernaut, you want to push and you want to keep pressuring. So the first two picks, Darkseid and Night Stalker, you don't really have instant crypt clear ability. So you want to have heroes that are able to push and make sure that you actually waste their time when they're trying to group as five men.
Okay.
So Rubik definitely provides that for their team.
Well, we'll see whoever they else I'll pick up. Do you think that then Gyrocopter could be an interesting pickup for Not Today yet again to be able to have another
Yeah,
hero that pushes out those lanes?
yeah, I think so. I think it could also be used to team fight, and you have good laning synergy with Rubik. Rubik plus Gyro very good in the lane,
Hmm.
and you have combination with Vacuum plus Call Out again. So that is also a good way of dealing with the five man. But Juggernaut, the only thing is like Juggernaut is really good versus Gyro because
Yeah.
Gyro, when you see the Juggernaut running at you, he's gonna Omniscience and he's gonna kill you. If you don't have a dazzle, like Juggernaut just works that way against other carries. That's why you see sometimes teams pick like maybe Wraith King or Slug against Juggernaut. You have some form of ability to actually get away from the Omni Slash. Or you
Yeah.
have defensive supports like Dazzle or Shadow Demon.
It does definitely become very difficult to deal with that. The Undying is going to be picked up by Archon, so another brilliant winter call, always making sure that he knows what's going on here. I think that one thing I'll mention about it is that maybe to some extent they don't have a super defensive support combo like you said, and the Winter Wyvern already being banned out, Alchemist being picked up. Okay, very interesting. And yeah,
Base defense, they're probably gonna want let's see, they might actually want to go for I'm actually thinking of Venor. If you want an
mm,
ultimate base defense, Venor plus Alchemist, then you defend. So maybe if Alchon really want to push, they are considering banning the Venor now. Because Alchemist plus Venor on the same team is very good. Huh, they ban out the Viper. So it's a ban that they want to give Queen of Pain a good laning phase. Because Viper is a hero that can make it hard for Queen of Pain to lane against. Especially when you see the first four picks now, it's pretty certain that the Queen of Pain is going mid.
yeah. Definitely, it definitely seems that way, and there's a lot of. I guess the one thing that I would say about this is that with the Alchemist draft, obviously a hero that can hold high ground to a certain extent with the acid spray, but you are going to run into problems where if he gets pressured really early and often, you can't really go for that super greedy build on this hero. You're going to have to go for potentially a couple of builds that are more designed to keep yourself alive via leveling on up that stun early, being able to do you think he's going to be able to go for something like a Radiance early in this game?
I think he has to go late though, because there's no way they can
Okay.
combat early. They can't fight. The
Yeah.
only way they can win is they drag the game out late. So for Archon, they're looking for their final support to go with the Juggernaut. If you want to push against Venge, but you don't really see Venge so much anymore nowadays. Venge is really long forgotten. Pushing supports maybe Shaman. Shadow Shaman is really good at
Mm.
pushing. Mm,
Another
and he
hero that's
provides, yeah.
another hero that's relatively greedy though, because I guess the thing here is that Undyne and Tusk are probably going to be the dual offlane. They go for the Lina. Very
Huh.
interesting.
this might actually mean the Tusk and Lina lane. Maybe not. Maybe just Lina plus Juggernaut lane. But
Okay.
Lina plus Juggernaut lane is not so easy to get a kill. That's why I was thinking of the Venge, because Venge, the stun is much easier to land, and you can actually get a kill combo against the with the Juggernaut stun into spin. It's easy to kill from the Venge. But Lina does scale better than Venge into
Yeah.
the game. You can maybe become a core later when you get Aghanims or you get a lot of farm, and it's going to allow them to also have an extra burst damage against Alchemist, because against Alch you don't want like chip damage because he regens so quickly. You want a
Right.
spell that actually directly brings him down so you can kill him right away.
Well, and
So
depending
Lina
upon
is
how this game goes, you've got the ability to do that with
oh,
Tusk, Queen of Pain, Lena,
all
everything.
right. What's going on? More base defense. I was expecting a banner, but Lash is like his base defense as well with Lightning Storm, but not so strong anymore.
Yeah. I think the thing that oftentimes you see in this is you have an alchemist that's trying to, in this type of lineup, that's about holding the base, but sort of to what end is the answer? Like, are they going to be able to out DPS a Juggernaut, a Queen of Pain, and a Lena late game? It seems like it might be a little bit of a big ask. I guess the Rubik, on the other hand, if you do end up getting the Aghanim Scepter on him, it's a great hero to be able to get it on. So I guess again, probably depending upon how this early game goes, and I feel like Archon Dota is very well set up to make it happen for them.
Alchemist needs to buy a lot of presents this game for his team.
So do you think that you go straight for the Radiance and the Manta Octarine, or do you try and stop off for an Aghanims at some point in time
Ah,
before the Octarine?
I'm not sure if he has enough time to actually build those items because the game might be over by then. Right now, Archon is going to look to contest the rune. They have a much stronger lineup, so wherever they go, they're going to get the rune. It's all about guessing where is the alchemist. That's all for them. If they can actually guess the alchemist, where is the alchemist going, top or bottom, they can actually just secure the bounty. And alchemist doesn't get the bounty, and he's going to have a tough lane against Queen of Pain. That lane is tough if he doesn't get a bounty rune.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the more hard ones to really be able to deal with, but
Wait. The Tusk and the Undying are the support. So Lina is actually a core.
okay. Very interesting. I
So
guess again that
it's
burst damage.
it's the same setup as last game. They have two melee supports, but tanky heroes, obviously. Just look at them, they're running up because they know they're level one. They're just way stronger at level one. What are you gonna do? Your lineup is just not yeah. I talk a lot about this with LD when we see a team draft Alchemist. You want to draft a lineup that's very strong at level one, so you can secure the rune. But right now, Archon has the super strong level one, so just look at them. They're just going to wherever the Alchemist is going because they cannot. There's no way they can fight.
Yeah, this is kind of terrifying right now. I mean, they're going to be able to run on in here and probably take this. Rubik can toss out a stun,
Oh my
but
god! Just
uh,
rune circuit, GG.
I ha-
Double rune circuit. Look at the Alchemist. The poor Alchemist running back to middle. He's gonna be forced to scale his acid spray at level one. No bottle at level one. No 500 go for you for your bottle. So sad Schofield.
very sad indeed. You sound like you're enjoying this, honestly, a little bit right now. Have you been playing against a lot
Yeah,
of alchemists and pubs?
Alchemist pickers. I
Well,
I I pick Lich a lot, so whatever.
all
I
right.
guess people complain as well.
Yeah, fair enough. It's all in the eye of the beholder, I guess. But down in this bottom lane, it is a little bit scary, I have to say. You've
Oh,
got the
bottom lane.
Rubik Lift. Are they going to be able to actually catch this? This is Lena taking a lot of damage at the very start. A really scary lineup here to be able to fight against in the off lane. One more right click should be enough to secure the kill. Undying, meanwhile, is just tossing out these decays whenever he possibly can, but does continue to get harassed away. Archon have maybe overstepped their bounds a little bit. Do get the kill on the Rubik, but to what end? That's still going to be the Night Stalker getting another kill, and 2 kills very early on. And meanwhile, did somebody else die throughout all that as well?
Darkseer top lane.
Oh, okay. Jeez, there's a lot of action very early, and you kind of got to
GG.
feel like this favors the Team Archon potentially.
I mean, it's kind of even though at the end of the day, the trades, but not today got the first bird, so they'll probably be more happy about that. But then again, they lost the two bounty runes, so
Mm,
the situation now is more or less even.
yeah. Schofield has been able to skill on up after taking that acid spray, his Grievel's Greed now, so he's doing okay in lane, still getting harassed pretty significantly by the Queen of Pain. As you alluded to, it's such a dangerous matchup.
Oh,
They are going to try
Rubik,
and get stacks.
is Rubik gonna do the pull here? he lifts the creep towards the high ground, then you actually do the pull. Oh, okay, maybe not. He's just stacking. I thought
Okay.
he was gonna do that. I'm not sure if you know about the Rubik thing. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, it's sort of the same way that Pudge works in terms of being able to
Yeah,
pull for
yeah,
the.
yeah, 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 exactly.
It's pretty cool. Well, looks like he's just going to opt to stack on up for the Alchemist, who is taking beating off to the side from Fluff and
No
stuff here.
bounty rune for you. No
Oh,
bounty rune.
God, it's so
Nice.
frustrating.
This
There's
is what you have to do when you're playing against Alchemist. You pressure him a lot. You don't let him get the runes for free, and you just don't let him farm because Alchemist is all about greed. You farm and you stack and you keep farming. Bottom lane.
Are they going to be able to get this kill? It looks like they might be able to. There's the Light Strike Ray coming down. Another lift on top of the Undyne. He's getting relatively low, but so is the Leshrac. Oh, maybe they're going to be able to get the turnaround on Whitebeard. After the Tombstone falls, it's looking a little bit scary. Goody taking a
Here
lot
comes the
of
Tusk.
damage. I think that they're going to be okay. Seeing the Tusk with a Radiant do opt to back on out from there.
They need the Undying to get mana first before they can actually fight again. They have a Mango on the Lina, but she probably wants to use it on herself. So, yeah, they need mana on the Undying. Then they can actually be aggressive again on the lane. He actually, interestingly enough, goes for 2 points in the decay.
That is somewhat interesting there. Uh, Instead of the point in Soul Rip to keep that Tombstone alive.
Or even a second point in the Tombstone. Here we go.
All right, that's going to be a jump forward. Are able to catch the lift on the Rubik, keeping him alive a little bit longer. Does stun
Oh, he
out the other
missed.
two heroes.
He missed the decay though. Okay, he didn't land the decay. Maybe if they land the decay, they would have. I think they would have gotten a kill. They land the decay and the Lina would commit for the kill.
Yeah.
That was
Schofield is
unfortunate.
he's dropping low in the mid lane again. Like all of these lanes just seem so
Yeah,
scary.
this lane is very hard for Alchemist if you don't get. The only way Alchemist can be in this lane is you get the first bounty run because it gives you 500 gold, you get your bottle immediately, and you keep bottle crowing.
He
So right now he's gonna have his bottle, but he already took so much like harass in the lane. And just look at Archon once again, making sure that they secure both runes because they have the better like heroes to fight at the runes. Like especially when you have Tusk.
Yeah, he's so great at being able to do that. Bottom lane, it is going to cost them, though. The Undyne does finally drop. With the levels on up in that Split Earth, we're able to hit the stun, and probably a lift involved in there as well.
Oh,
Tombstone, going to jump forward with the Snowball. A little bit more harassment there, but the
oh, what
stun
is
is going
going
to
on?
connect. Night Stalker, meanwhile, able to take down the Lina
Why
over to the side. Fluff and Stuff dies as well. Double kill
what
for
is
the
going
Night Stalker.
why are they diving actually when they already lose like one hero? And Lina didn't have mana for 2 spells.
Oh, Whitebeard
Ah.
is going to take some harassment here as well. Gets lifted up again. The Undyne is going to drop. Not today, looking very, very strong so far. Triple kill at the 4-minute mark for the Night Stalker. You talk about wanting him to be effective in the first nighttime, and this is definitely the way to make it happen.
No thanks to Archon. Archon just made it easy for them because they were diving. They didn't go as a team. They didn't play like a unit. They were just going in one by one, and they didn't wait for. I mean, I'm dying. That is okay. It's whatever. Then you have to wait for him to come back, right? Instead of waiting for him to come back, they decided to go in as 2 heroes against 3.
Yeah. Well, Jayo is having a ball up top, though, so that's the nice little piece that they've been able to work out for themselves, is that the Juggernaut's been gaining a good amount, is level 6, 32 last hits, as well as second highest in the net worth. And also the Queen of Pain, obviously, been having a pretty good lane on her own right. Just about to hit level 7, which is going to be very, very damage heavy pretty soon here in terms of her ability to burst down these heroes. But looks like they want to come and try and deal with this Darkseer here at this point in time. Several heroes rotating into the area. We do have the Tusk as well as the Undyne.
Oh, mid lane, mid lane.
Are they going to be able to get the
Oh,
kill?
there.
One more
Mid
right
lane.
click.
He's dead. One more click.
Oh,
Oh,
no, he hit the tower! Monkeys
the
forever!
tower.
Oh, God, it should have been good. They do end up getting a couple of kills up in the top lane as well. Look like Alchemist is going to survive. So the Darkseer dies, but as does the Juggernaut. And now with the Night Stalker in there as well, Crippling Fear down on top of Whitebeard. One more right click should be enough to get it. Yes, they do. And the whole time the Alchemist survives. Oh, man. That was not supposed to happen like that.
Okay. The first rune Alchemist is getting. Okay, give him a break. 6 minutes in.
It's an invis. Nobody cares. Jeez. So looking a little bit sloppy so far from Archon. They kind of had a little bit of a false sense of security and haven't really been able to be as far ahead as they might want to be at this point.
Yeah, they should be further ahead if they actually ran their lanes correctly, because they were supposed to at least win their bottom lane as well. But shit happened, so they are losing one lane and they're winning the other 2 lanes at least. But Darkseer is still Okay, maybe not winning the Darkseid lane. Darkseid is getting still good farm.
Yeah.
Maybe breaking even or slightly ahead. Like 60-40, I would say this lane in favor of Archon. Slightly ahead. But middle lane definitely Monkeys Forever secured the lane for his team.
He really wanted that kill on the Alchemist. Unfortunately, just a little bit of
Yeah,
mess up with the.
because you know what the Alchemist will become if you don't punish him.
It's true. All right, Moo now getting chased down here again. Doomsday is just running havoc on these people. Isn't going to be able to dive under tower this time to catch the Lena, but still a very, very dangerous situation over there. We do have an ulti up for Queen of Pain. We have a rotation off to the side as well from the Undyne. I don't think they quite spot this, but only level 4. It doesn't really seem like they're going to be able to make a ton of use of this here. Just going to need to keep a little bit of damage on top of that out continuously. They don't have the most stacks either. They just have that one stack on the hard camp.
Yeah. So the next thing they need to do towards this Alchemist is they need to make a smoke rotation and put wards so they can actually have vision on the stacks or not. So this is something they need to do. But Moo is gonna get caught again. Nice Stalker, see you.
Void Crippling Fear. That's a way to feed him. It's just gonna eat him on up. Gobble gobble gobble. Doomsday gets the kill there. Or, excuse me, Leshrac gets the kill. So he's currently 2-0-5. Pretty happy Leshrac indeed. Look at that fight recap. Nice little 500, 600 gold swing into their favor.
That's a happy pony.
Happy Pony. Oh yeah, Happy Pony. Yeah, they've been running this pretty well so far. I've been very impressed with the Leshrac play in this game as well as the last game. Level 8 on him now, does have the maxed out Diabolic Edict. The tower is going to get pressure down. We do have the TP on in from the Juggernaut now as well. Omni Slash should be up. Is going to be able to Blade Fury as well, chasing on after this Night Stalker. This is a huge kill if they're able to get it. They do get it there. That is a mega kill streak, and now lifting on up for the Rubik, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Goody should fall here. 4 heroes in the area, and Jao just barely able to make his way out of there before he actually gets killed by the Fade Bolt and the right clicks.
Yeah. Good rotation from the carry coming in to secure his team that fight. Did they actually deny the tower or they got the tower? Yep, they denied the tower as well. So big victory for Archon.
Definitely.
Oh, Sonic Wave.
Ooh, Alchemist, just like that, in a matter of seconds, you end up being able to take on out that hero, and so devastating. The amount of
Here's the
damage.
wards. So they managed to get their wards down now. They spot out the stack here. Can they actually steal the stack? Okay, they're gonna steal this one on the right, but the one on the left is probably more difficult to steal.
Yeah, they'd have to go down onto the low ground there, which is, I guess that they could potentially tusk
They
Snowball
could.
down, but no
Yeah,
TPs.
with the tombstone, maybe they can actually go for it later.
Hmm.
I think they want to go for it. They're pinging it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Alchemist, honestly, his farm has been
He
so
was
low.
dead.
Are
He
they
was
going to
dead.
catch him? Oh no.
Level
Leshrac.
4, level 4 Blade Fury, you know? It's more damage than level 4 Scorch.
That's disgusting. Yeah, that's hard to deal
Actually,
with.
maybe not. Did I get my math? Okay, maybe it's about the same, like 700 damage.
Yeah.
Scorchers is 50 damage, 48 damage a second, 16 seconds.
Mm.
This is in total of 700 damage, 750 damage for
Winter
Blade Fury
stats,
level 4.
everybody. You're a stats man this game. You can ensure that everything looks good. They're going
I
to be
mean,
able to
it's
steal the
just
stack now.
yep, level 4 spin.
Oh, yeah, this is devastating right now for the Alchemist. I mean, you take a look at his farm right now, 2,700. He has a bottle and phase boots, and that's it. Does pick up the Invis rune now as well, but that's not a bounty rune. He is really not where he wants to be. Oh god, he might end up dying here if he shows himself in lane. Like, you've got so much vision right now. Take a look at the dire vision. They can see pretty much everything that's going on, and they are going to run into the Alchemist in the woods. They don't quite know it. He realizes that they're all there.
He doesn't know about the sad truth that the stacks are gone for him.
Oh, it's a sad story indeed. And the rest of his team come on over to help. They do end up taking down the top tower with a mixture of Ion Shell, kill out the creep waves, as well as the Diabolic Edict to make sure that the tower does end up falling as well. Well, maybe they find this pickup on the Undyne. Oh no, just gonna play a little bit of dodge to get away from there before he ends up dying. But Lesh is going to be able to split push this pretty effectively, which is something that is definitely potent. And the ability to take down those towers is not what you want to be going up against. Like, they need to try and keep this good.
Yeah, they still need a couple of more levels on Undying. Undying, you want to be at level 7, then you're ready to rock and roll with your tombstone.
Hmm.
So yeah, they need space for him at the moment. Maybe in the near future when they are okay, maybe Roshan soon. Are they going to do Roshan? If this is a DD, they do Roshan. Oh
Oh,
shit.
apparently not. They don't want to do it this time around. Oh, maybe they're going to smoke on into it. Yeah. Or just go for another fight.
Nah,
Maybe
they're not
the.
doing it. If
Yeah.
they wanted to, they already went in because they
Okay.
could.
Yeah.
Muscle Madness on Juggernaut is easy Roshan if they wanted to.
Well, instead, it looks like they're going to try and blink around here and maybe make some type of initiation in on top of Goody. They're smoked up. They do keep eyes on all of these heroes here, and oh
They
god, this
want to
could be
kill
bad.
the pesky alchemist.
Oh, they go first for the Rubik. There's the jump forward, Walrus Punch as well as the Blade Fury. He is super dead. Now we're going to see this Leshrac fall as well. Sonic Wave expended
Wow, kill
everything.
secured.
Oh
Kill
my god.
secured.
That does mean it's going to be down for this next engagement, but it seems so hard to be able to fight into this with
Yeah.
just
They
three
want to
heroes.
contest the alchemist.
Oh god, they're keeping on going after him. There's the Crippling Fear laid down on top of the Queen of Pain.
Snowball, snowball,
Darkness.
snowball. Let's
Do
go.
they have vision? They do.
Yes.
All right, yeah, he's super dead now. Whitebeard maybe taking a good. No, that's a Scream of Pain one time, and the Queen
Okay.
of Pain takes him out.
Roshan, let's do this.
Well,
Oh, they still want to go for the Night Stalker. They see him.
oh, they should notice that these creeps are hitting them right
Ah.
now. How unfortunate is that? Whitebeard does fall though, so gonna be able to Blade Fury Snowball. Not often you see that interaction.
Oh, level
Doomsday
4 Blade Fury.
maybe
Rubik
gonna
has
be able to
level
make
4
it
Blade
happen.
Fury.
Oh
He's dead.
god, tearing them apart. Rubik, you player. What a game. That was really solidly done.
Ah, that was big. That was a huge kill for them. And they didn't get the tower. Oh dear. They didn't lose the tier 1 and they got the Juggernaut. So big win for not today.
I mean, they did end up being able to push it in pretty hard, deal a lot of damage. They took down the
Uh,
Lesh and the
yeah,
Alchemist.
I guess so. It's still a lot of damage, but they shouldn't be giving away. Like when you take something, you don't want to give away anything back.
Right. Maybe just a little bit overzealous with the extra push for the Night Stalker at the
And
last
you
moment.
you can't be too generous against the Alchemist.
Mm, absolutely. Well, Doomsday is sitting up on the high ground now, fluffing stuff. A nice little tasty target
The
if they want to
spin.
go for him. The spin's coming in. There it is, fluffing stuff, taking damage. Jo now as well is going to be able to Omni Slash him down, so no more Blade Fury for him. They all have the Pulse Nova coming out from the Leshrac. Wall is dropped. Another Blade Fury coming out, but Whitebeard falls. Now going to have to run on away again. That's going to be
Oh,
the
this
Night
is
Stalker coming on
trouble.
in. Oh, there's the healing ward trying to keep him alive as long as possible, but it looks like that's going to end up falling, and now Juggernaut's going to be in some trouble. Earned on up, one last hit from the Void is going to be enough to get that kill.
Oh my god. What just happened?
Not today.
Uh,
Tearing it up. 1,300 gold swing after the fact of that last team fight. Take a look at the
now
team net
you
worth.
now you wish you did Roshan with that double damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And a 22,000 gold sling into their favor. The Queen of Pain is sitting here
Alchemist.
waiting. They're going to be able to catch this kill, I
Alchemist.
believe. There's the Snowball down, Walrus Punch, and the Sonic Wave, and that's enough to secure that kill. Meanwhile, off to the side, the Night Stalker able to kill the Lina. So a little bit of a trade this for that. But at the end of the
This is
day, I
good.
think getting that Alchemist is pretty important.
This is good for not today though. They're trading evenly because they need to just get into the mid-late game without losing too much. Because Archon are the team that has the early aggression with their lineup. So as long as you're trading evenly, and you should be fine when you go into late game with Alchemist.
What do you think about Monkeys Forever going for this Orchid here? Do you feel like this is the item, or is this maybe potentially one of those ones where Aghanim Scepter might have been stronger?
I think Orchid is good though this game. You can actually silence the Darkseer and remove him from the team fight. Lash as well. Like all these heroes are very vulnerable to the Orchid.
Okay.
He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it like super fast, but it's still a very good timing. Like 16 minutes is still really good. Like super fast would be 13 or 14, but I think he still got it early enough. Now you want to give him the Aegis with the Orchid. I really think that they need to actually get the Aegis and maybe get the tower, the tier 1 in the middle, then go for the Roshan.
Certainly could be a pretty good way to be able to secure it. They haven't been playing sort of the most carefully that we've seen some of these other teams play in terms of their sort of systematic approach to the game.
They're just playing like how typical NA teams would play. I think I'm quoting that from Larry David or Parker. It's just NA games. That's what they tell me. Get used to it.
All right, sounds good. Well, everybody at home
I mean,
get used
it's
to it
it's
as well.
interesting. It's interesting though. A lot of action. So why not?
Totally.
It's
Yeah.
just not discipline. Like it's not a discipline and control game, but it's a lot of action.
Well, they get the lift on the Tusk, but just going to throw them back away, like throwing out their garbage. They do take a tier 1 tower, as you were mentioning. This is going to shut down their farm a little bit more in terms of the jungle. Now just waiting for the next opportunity to make something happen here. Undyne picks up a
I'm
few wards as well.
check out the network graph. Do you believe it?
I don't believe it. 4,000 net worth currently. That's pretty impressive. The ability that they've been able to build up that type of lead against this type of lineup.
This shouldn't happen as well.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Orchid up on the Queen of Pain, as we've talked about. She is in a very comfortable spot right now. The Juggernaut looks to be going for that Sanjin Yasha next, potentially. Do you think that that's a pretty solid item, or do you think you might be going for that?
Yeah, I think it's a good item. Like you allows you to chase and use your level. You have 4 points in spin, so you want to be able to use it.
Right,
You keep chasing and it gives you good stats for your ultimate as well.
right.
So yeah, I think it's a good item. Good item on Juggernaut. I think you played very similarly. You remember how you play Gyro in the old patches with Rocket Barrage? You get phase and drop, phase drums
Yeah.
and SM1. You keep chasing, you keep dropping your Rocket Barrage. It's basically the same thing now. Oh dear, goodie.
No, it was not meant to be. The silence coming down, but maybe the turnaround here as well. Monkeys Forever taking a little bit of harassment off
shot!
to the side. Gonna be able to keep them stuck on in there, but that doesn't matter. They're still able to get the kill.
Is this finally the time to go for Roshan? Or maybe not. Top.
Up top, they're going to be able to catch the Leshrac. The tower does end up falling to the Radiant. They don't quite have the catch. Oh, not going to catch with the shards on top of the Lesh. He's still very, very fast. Zombies are chasing, though, which means he's going to get slowed on down. The Undyne still going on after him. The Vacuum to try and keep alive that
Why is he
Leshrac
not
as long
trying
as
to TP?
possible. But
Okay,
that's going
now
to be
he
a
can't
kill. Oh, very unfortunate. And now they do ping on out as well.
If he tried the TP earlier, he would have got out, but too late. So, Lina's gonna go down now.
Maybe. Still waiting. Light Strike Array can be tossed out if she wants it. The Tusk is here as well, and yeah, they're going to be content to go away. But the big key component right now, Jaio is going to be pushing on down this Roshan. So they're ready to go. They're going to be able to take this one and maybe go straight down mid and try and play some pressure to this tier 1 tower here. Age is picked up by the Quap. Well, it looks like
Wow,
Tusk...
Armlet? Serious? He
Armlet?
just wants to be. Yeah, he just wants to fight. So this is not the greedy alchemist. This is like a fighting alchemist.
I like the
Maelstrom
Maelstrom.
Armlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maelstrom is nice. I think Mjolnir is really good at alchemist, especially with the passive because you want to run not the passive. I mean the active ability, the static charge, because you want to be running in. So the charge is very good on alchemist. A tanky hero like alchemist.
Yeah, definitely. So you think he upgrades this to Mjolnir next?
Maybe not so soon, but later into the game.
Okay.
You might want to get more stats space right now because alchemist has really bad stats.
Oh god, they're gonna find him again. There's the Omni Slash immediately. Orchid down as well.
No stats in the world could help me survive that.
It's good to know that that's the opinion there. And it looks like the Acid Spray is going to continue to burst away at these. But with the Aegis up, with the Alchemist down, I think they feel very comfortable pushing on in here. And I don't know if they really want to try and defend this. Maybe with Omni Slash down? But Quap Ulti is going to be back up again in a second as well. They do end up stealing Flesh Golem yet again. Wipebeard gets picked up in the snowball. There's going to be a Sonic Wave coming out onto 3 heroes. Seeing the Disruptor, the Darkseer going down as well. And now the Lina takes on out the Night Stalker off to the side. Lesh the whole time through just trying to stay alive. He does end up finally falling. 5 heroes dead, 2 alive left for Archon. And man, oh man, lots of damage being dealt there in that one.
But they lost the Juggernaut though. Oh
Yeah.
dear, that is still not good for them. I think they need to be more like you have to be cleaner than this because you're up against a greedy lineup. Even though they are winning the team fights, it doesn't feel like they are dominating enough with their lineup. If you get what I mean. I think they needed to win like cleaner than this because Alchemist, the longer the game goes, it's gonna get harder if you allow him to farm.
Yeah. Well, and I guess the one sort of saving grace that you have here is that, as you mentioned, Alchemist is going for that fighty build as opposed to going for the crazy farming build. So his net worth isn't really going to Skype as...
He still max his Grievous Greed though, so he's still gonna be farmed if you let him farm.
Oh,
He didn't
Laguna
even
Blade.
max his acid and stun. Oh, by the can he?
There's the jump forward. They don't have Laguna
They
Blade,
don't
though.
have enough though. Okay,
Oh.
they have enough now.
Oh, the mech
maybe
coming
not.
in at the save. There's the jump forward. BKB is popped, and it looks like Quap is going to be able to make her way out of there. If they had Laguna,
Okay. Oh my god. That was oh shit. Oh my god, that was too close to me. Too close for my comfort.
the
Shit.
Orchid damage, yeah, it's scary.
And then the poison, the last tick of he was like armlet toggling during the last point of poison. So he could have died there. Holy
Oh,
shit.
that would
Oh,
have
that was
been
way too close.
a disaster. NA Dota, that's what it's all about. Meanwhile, Jo here as well is going to be able to pick on up his next little item off to the side, the yacht or the Sange being delivered to him. So very comfortable with the option of being able to fight on into this. I'll also mention Leshrac does have the Glimmer Cape, but only 4 Bloodstone charges this time around. So unfortunately, the sort of rapid pace of this game and Lesh not being able to stay alive has meant that he's sort of fallen behind a little bit in his snowballing
They're,
potential.
they're still fine though. If you look at the net worth, they're zero. It's zero. Like even game is going to favor the Alchemist into the late game.
Yeah,
I think. He can because he can buy like the agonies for everyone. Like as long as he reaches that point, like obviously he's not going to be able to man fight a Juggernaut if they are both on same items. But
right.
as the game goes by, Alchemist will farm faster.
Yeah.
So I think as long as Alchemist is maybe 1 or 2 items ahead of the Juggernaut, he should be able to deal with the Juggernaut. You even have like all these cool Aghanim's upgrade on your team. The Night Stalker Aghanims, the Darkseer Aghanims, the Rubik Aghanims could even
Yeah.
do a lot.
Definitely, we've already seen the Blade Fury being able to play a big impact in this game in terms of its
And
ability to
it's
deal a lot.
it's 700 damage. You don't joke about that. You die
Yeah,
to that. You
totally.
don't take it like.
Yeah, it's definitely very frustrating to play against, and looks like they're going to be trying to push out this tier 2 tower here. The rest of Archon very much huddling
Oh,
together.
the sharks!
Not quite able to catch. Does get vision, though. This is going to be a Walrus Punch follow-up. Queen of Pain is here as well. Nicely done. Just really solid execution. Being able to bring the Queen of Pain into that snowball with you is so important. And now with this tower still alive, they're going to be able to TP on into it. Omni Slash is up level 2 if he's able to find somebody, but it might be a bit of an ask at this point in time. Fight recap, we take a look. That's a nice little 1,000 gold swing into their favor. They do end up fighting him out. Are they going to be able to get the kill off to the side? Yes, this Darkseer is going to end up going down, as is the
Wow.
Rubik. Oh, that was a quick demise for them.
Good initiation from Fluff and Stuff this time. He snowballed onto 2 heroes. So easy setup for Alina to actually get the light strike array off. So 2 kills for his team. Actually 3 if you count the Alchemist as well. So
Yeah,
oh, nice stalker. Is he going to be the next one?
looks like it might just be. Orchid does
Yep.
pop on down again, and apparently Orchid is the item this game every single time, making tons of work with that. And this tier 1 tower is going to fall up in the top lane. Looks like the bottom tower, well, are they going to be able to find anybody here? Lena is still trying to see if she can find that Lesh, but not going to be able to get him as he Glimmer Capes away.
Okay, things just gotten from bad to worse. From okay to bad, actually. Because they were okay before this.
Okay.
When the graph was even. Now, not so much.
Well, yeah, Archon is starting to
Oh
definitely...
no, not again. Alright, okay.
So hopeful with the Force Staff. Just wasn't quite able to make it happen in time, but the Rubik there with that is going to be able to be a little bit more effective. The Lesh is still in the area, is going to get jumped on yet again. The Darkseer is here to try and see if he can turn this around a little bit. Glimmer Cape is keeping alive that Lesh as long as possible. Whitebeard does end up falling. Monkeys Forever now trying to turn around and make something happen. Oh, nice blink away, getting away on almost nothing there. And now the Omni Slash comes on in. It's hitting onto mostly creeps though, and the Juggernaut illusions aren't nothing to trifle with either, so they're going to have to back on out. We do end up seeing a final kill total of just the Alchemist and the Rubik dying for that Alchemist and the Rubik dying for the Undying.
It's still good for them. Good trade for Archon, even though they could have gotten more. But things don't always go according to plan, so they take what they get. They should still be able to secure map control and get the next Roshan. But with the next Roshan, they have to do something like significant, like push high ground, or at least take out the remaining tier 2 towers on the map.
Yeah. Well, Roche is still a couple of minutes before it's even going to be possible to respawn at this point in time. Also worth noting that it does kind of feel like Archon are a bit on a clock just as this Aghanim Scepter looms ever closer by this Night Stalker. You're going to be very, very pressed for vision. And jumping on in. This is going to catch Monkeys Forever one more time again. He does have the silence on top of him. Nice, able to keep him in with the snowball and the jump away blink by the Queen of Pain. Now we're seeing a little bit more harassment coming on out. Yeah, we need to get out of here immediately. Goody might be dead, but it looks like the Lesh is finally going to be able to make his way out of there. There's the jump forward. He falls. Looking for more here, but I don't think that they end up finding it. One Rubik
Man,
kill, though.
this Queen is doing a lot of heavy lifting for the team.
You think so?
Yeah, the game should have been a lot easier for him, but he is forced into doing a lot of heavy lifting because their team made a lot of mistakes early on.
Well,
So he's keeping the hopes alive for them.
absolutely. And Archon just need this one more game here, and
Wow,
they're going to be in a really comfortable spot.
Shadow Blade. Okay,
What do you think about this
You-
pickup?
he wants to get like a pick off. Like the idea of getting a Shadow Blade now is you want to get a pick off and you prolong the game by doing that.
Okay.
Because all they need right now is time. And with Shadow Blade pickup, you might actually be able to buy precious time for your whole team if you get a key pick off, like for example on this Queen. Oh dear, this is instant payoff if they kill him. Oh shit, he's
jeez.
dead.
Fog, there's the kill potentially. BKB is back up. Yeah, that's a kill. Very nicely done.
Shadow Blade, well played. Very good. Very good selection. Very timely purchase.
Well, this is something that I wonder about. Like, all right, you get the kill with the Shadow Blade, so it's a good
It's
pickup
worth,
if you get it. But
one kill. If you get this item and you get one kill like this, it's worth it. It instantly repays the whole item cost.
sorry that I missed the fight recap there, but clearly a pretty big boon there for Not Today being able to make that one happen. And
That's like what? That's I think it's like almost 2,000 gold swing. He lost
Yeah.
some, maybe 1,600 or 1,700 gold swing.
well, and the other thing there as well is that if you think about it, the Queen of Pain building towards that Assault Cuirass, like I'm assuming that that's what this is going to be with the Hyperstone already picked up.
Yeah.
That makes a
Assault Cuirass.
huge difference.
It doesn't make sense if he gets Mjolnir or Moonshot. He needs an armor item against the Alchemist.
Okay.
And it helps them to push the high ground, which they need to do soon.
All right, Les
Oh,
Shrek moving
there you go.
forward. Another catch here. The Glimmer Cape initiation. Fluff and Stuff is going to be able to snowball away from that one, though. Move fine, too. So after the couple of these little initiations here, it's starting to feel like Not Today are clawing their way back on into this game and might have the possibility to get this. Oh, the tower at 4 HP. Maybe going to get denied here? No, Les Shrek ends up getting it with the Edict. And more, Archon looking in a very shaky situation, despite their lead.
They know Roshan is up, so they should be doing it soon. And you put the Aegis on the Queen once more, finish the AC and try to push.
Juggernaut has level 3 ulti now, as well as 2 components of his Scotty. And I feel like when that item comes online, this is going to be a very difficult lineup to be able to fight at all. Like, that hero, he just becomes so ridiculously tanky. He starts hitting for crazy amounts of damage. The AC is up now on the Quap. Like, all in all, this is looking like a very strong timing for Archon.
Yeah, it is. They have all the key items up, Aegis as well. Oh dear, the game might actually end now if not today choose to take this fight.
Oh, God. All right, yeah, they're going to run away.
Yeah, good decision. There's no point going in when the Roshan is already there.
So that's one of those situations where maybe Roche dies like 1 or 2 seconds later and you just basically lose
okay.
the game.
I'll tell you something that
Okay.
what we actually usually do sometimes. Like sometimes when you feel the enemy is coming, and you know you can take the fight, you
Yeah.
don't kill the Roshan. You have a ward outside of the Roche pit. You wait till the Roshan is about to die, and the ward spots the smoke movement, or your teammate spots the smoke movement, and they are very near to the Roche pit. Then you finish the Roshan, you take the Aegis and you take the fight.
You sneaky
Sometimes
little
you
fanatic, man. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you see teams doing this. Yeah, sometimes you see teams doing this.
That's a pretty
If
cool
they're
play.
100%, yeah, if you're 100% sure that you are able to win the team fight, if it happens, and you want to bait them into the team fight.
Oh god, this could look really, really bad here. We do have a couple of dusts getting popped now to the side. It looks like everybody's going to be able to get away, though. I can't believe that they just escaped from that. There were 3 heroes potentially caught out.
The great escape.
Yeah. Essentially, the great train robbery. All right, so 5 heroes up in the top lane now. I feel like this is the point where Archon just push on down this top lane. No fear, no hesitation, no nothing. Now, the big question I feel like is going to be, how are they going to be able to follow this up? I guess split Earth after the vacuum? Is that the play?
Yeah, if you can actually get it. It's not that difficult though. It's obviously not as easy as Ice Path, but it's still not as hard as it sounds like. as long as you time it correctly with the spear.
Right. Also worth noting, Night Stalker just finished off his Aghanims, while the Juggernaut just finished off his
Okay.
Scotty. Sheep Stick on the Lesh. These are a couple of big items coming online for Not Today now.
Huh. Sheep stick on the lash. Interesting. He wants to be able to initiate for his team.
He's been doing it pretty effectively with the Glimmer Cape.
Oh, Night Stalker, map hack.
Catch Fluff and stuff. Undyne is here.
But why is he running?
Oh, God.
But why would he force stuff away? He has like it's 3v1.
I guess
I
just
don't
the
know.
lack of
Yeah.
vision, potentially. Moo does catch off to the side here on this Leshrac. Here's the TP on in as well. Goody's going to end up falling so quickly. Now we also see the Lesh fall down, able to get completely and totally eviscerated. Queen of Pain catches that kill. Now trying to catch DDX. They do have the ability to catch with the Light Strike Array. This is going to be another kill, and this is disastrous for Not Today. Oh no, their playoff tournament hopes on the line for moving through this qualifiers. It's not what you want to have happen. Buyback status. We only have it on the Queen of Pain. Oh, they catch on out the Alchemist as well. The Omni Slash is soon to follow, I'm sure of it. Does end up catching the stun. Oh, okay. All right. Not going to go for it. Kind of
He has
interesting.
Manta.
Oh,
He has
okay.
Manta. He could have survived the Omni Slash.
I guess the Shadow Blade, too, is another thing.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Very fair. Whitebeard now trying to move on up here. Does drop the Tombstone. They're ready to take on down these barracks, though. And Scotty on up on the Juggernaut. This is going to be a very, very bad initiation if they don't take this with at least the Darkseer being back on up. But with no buyback, they're going to have to wait that 17 seconds, which might just spell their difference. Okay, Blade Fury is on out now, able to lift on top of the Quap, stuns on up the Undyne. I feel like they need to keep on pressuring here potentially, but don't want to end up being overzealous and losing people for it.
But they are not. Are they waiting for something? Let's see either. So maybe they're waiting for the Aghanims for Undying. That's a big pickup.
Also, the
It's in the
Lina
base.
has her Aghanims as well.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Because they had all their cooldowns on, so there's no specific spell that's like they need to wait for.
Oh,
Everything
God.
is up.
Monkeys Forever does pop. BKB staying alive through that. Oh, Jio is going to end up getting caught here, but Schofield's staying alive as well. There's the Sonic Wave on top of a couple of different heroes there. Rubik able to steal something as well. Not quite going to be able to be enough. The Snowball is all it was. And now off to the side, the Omni Slash is just going to tear apart that Lesh. No Glimmer Cape, not going to be able to keep him alive there. Whitebeard barely staying alive. The Light Strike Array does hit onto Doomsday after the Lina kills the Rubik, and this looks to be another dead Night Stalker. Jumps forward with the Blink, and now 4 heroes dead. The only one left alive is that Darkseer, and all of these big items are coming in now. Not what you want to have happen at all. Alchemist is forced to buy back now. Taking a look at that fight recap, a nice little 3,000 gold swing, as well as about 4,000 EXP. Net worth, this graph is really going to start taking a dip in just a second here. Buybacks for the rest of the Radiant, non-existent. Here comes a big stun. Vacuum wall into a whole heck of a lot. Are you kidding me? The turnaround. Jio is dropping as well. 4 heroes dead in almost no time. Oh, that was the play. That
They
was
didn't place their sentries.
Oh, God. And Jio's going to fall as well. A full team wipe. Schofield, you maniac. DDX as well.
Just when you think the vacuum into speed up is not difficult, that was difficult. Vacuum into Alchemist Stun is difficult. It's not so easy.
Oh, God, it was beautiful. Oh, my God. 5,000 gold swing, 10,000 EXP.
You don't place your sentries against Shadowblade. You deserve that.
Hey, that Shadow Blade pick, though.
Holy shit! They might have just lost the game from that.
Oh, my God. We do have a
This is gonna
buyback
be-
on the
This is gonna
Juggernaut.
be a very big swing, though.
The buyback on the Juggernaut, the buyback on the Queen. They're going to push on up this high ground here. Like we've talked about, Manta up on this Alchemist, that attack speed through the roof. Are they really going to freaking do this? No barracks have been taken so far. Oh, God, he's getting ready to stun here. If we get a TP on in, is he going to be able to make it land? Yes, that's on top of Whitebeard. The illusions are still there. He can send them on in to take down the Tombstone if he wants. There's the jump forward by Fluff and stuff, along with the Glimmer Cape and the Surge. He's going to be fine to get away from this one, I do believe. There's the Sentry chopped in again. He might have overextended. Fluff and stuff is going down. Oh, God, what's going on? This is complete and total devastation for Archon. Whitebeard might be able to get caught out here again. There's the Sheep Stick on top of him. Split Earth in a second, maybe. Eul Scepter keeping him alive. There's the vacuum back. Whitebeard's fallen. Stun coming out from the Alchemist. More right clicks abound. The Omni Slash, but there's so many creeps. Oh, Sonic Wave tearing him apart. Never mind. Oh god, Juggernauts gets another kill here. DDX is just surviving on the skin of his teeth, but honestly, there's no getting away from this one. That's another kill. What is going on in this game?
Uh, throw after throw. I mean, they overextended again because after they killed the task, they should have backed off after the Juggernaut is coming alive though. But what do you know? They just wanted to go for another kill.
So,
Like Fluff and Stuff was trying to just buy time until the Juggernaut because they know when the Juggernaut revives with the Queen of Pain, both of the two heroes can actually win the fight. That's just what happened. The Sonic Wave plus the Omni Slash.
yeah, that was so much damage being dealt out there. Let's take a look. Net worth, it's just a little roller coaster ride that we've been seeing recently, and Archon looked to be in a bit of a commanding position now. You have the buyback on just the
Holy
Darkseer
shit.
and the Lish.
He got Omni Slash.
Oh my god. This might actually be able to turn this back around again. With no creep waves in this top lane? Maybe? Oh, it's looking
Nah.
scary. No? Okay.
Probably not. They need the Alchemist.
Alright, well, Alchemist's not alive for another 20 seconds here. Still waiting for their opportunity. There's the jump. Well, not opting to jump on into us. There's the jump forward. And now the Rubik has taken a lot of damage. Snowballing into the Night Stalker. He's going to end up taking a ton. Light Strike Array onto 2. This is going to be just about it here. Archon in a very, very commanding position with 2 barracks down. What more could you want right now? Like, the Alchemist play with the Darkseer was definitely highlight reel material, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough at the end.
I doubt it's gonna be enough. They need another, like, they need to win 2 more fights like that. Well, Blink Dagger on the Undying. That's a first for me.
Oh, Blink Undying, why not? He's ready to go. He also has that Aghanim Scepter. So going to be able to steal a ton of strength. We also have Mu consistently being able to accelerate into these items. He's got the Aghanim Scepter, the Blink Dagger, the Yule Scepter, also the Gem. Juggernaut has 5,200 gold right now also, so maybe he saves up. Do you feel like Butterfly is the option for him?
Possible or Abyssal.
Oh god, there's the jump forward, Fluff and Stuff dealing a little bit of damage. Omni
Okay,
Slash
Omni
after
Slash.
the steal. That's going to be a dead Tusk. But the Omni Slash coming back the other way. Schofield is dropping. He's going to end up going down. Sonic Wave, goody, not quite good enough, and does end up going down. Juggernaut with the right click. And this looks
Wow,
like it could be pretty much it.
The flames are real lyrical.
I'm sorry?
Goody, not good enough.
I'm sorry, I don't want to flame. I just can't help it. It's puns. That's really my main weakness here.
That's 1 chip into the, into the chip jar.
1 chip into the chip jar. Is that still hanging around over there? That freaking thing. Let's see. This looks like it's going to end up being the last lane of racks here in just a second. They're very comfortable. Archon, after being able to take that first series very commandingly, it looks like, the first game very commandingly, it looks like they're going to be ready for another one here. And I don't know. What are your... How, if you're not today, do you end up doing this? Do you just need another huge combo? Oh, that's not the one. So, Sheep Stick down, DDX dropping low, stealing strength, everything. It's just all going down. The wall does get dropped, so the Juggernaut illusion, why are you hitting yourself? He's going to run away now. Night Stalker, the effigy ends up going down. The Queen of Pain takes out the Darkseer in the end. And now very comfortable to go forward. Laguna Blade onto the Rubik. He is destroyed. Gem on the ground, but it kind of doesn't matter. The Rubik did buy back, and the Lesh is dealing a lot of damage here. Jayo continuing to take a good amount of harassment after getting turned into a sheep, but it looks like at the end of the day, the Night Stalker falls as well. Whitebeard's still up in the middle of all of them, continuing to get stunned. Push back into the wall. Another vacuum. How long has this team fight been going? 16 years is my answer. Schofield falls. And that could maybe be it. Do we have any more buybacks on the horizon? The Leshrac does have one still alive, though. Juggernaut takes out the Rubik. GG finally gets called. Oh, man. And what a series it was. Not today, looking strong, but unfortunately, Archon are the ones that end up coming away with the win this time.
What a game. Action-packed. It's very, very entertaining to watch games like this, obviously. But on an execution point of view level, I think Archon made a lot of mistakes in this game. They definitely did. They had the right idea. They were pressuring the Alchemist a lot, but they just made a lot of mistakes in the laning phase. It was similar to the first game where they could have won a lot faster and a lot easier and obviously a lot less stressful. They could have won both games fairly easily with their lineup and their general strategy against what not they have.
Mm,
But they just made like, and there were a lot of situations that it's not only mistakes, you know, it was like miscommunications, like one guy going in, one guy backing off, and they just didn't really play like a unit to me.
yeah. A little bit unfortunate it ended up working out that way as we take a quick little look through the brackets now. Elite Wolves moved on today, as well as do Team Archon in this lower bracket. So unfortunately, that means Leviathan and Not Today are going to be out. But that's sort of how it ends up going from time to time. Winter, any final thoughts on the series today? Are you enjoying the NA Dota experience? Are you having a ball, having a blast?
I mean, I'm okay.
Okay, sounds good.
I wouldn't say I enjoy it like a lot, but it's fun to watch games like this. But if you're looking for execution wise, obviously any games doesn't really execute their strategy very well.
Okay.
So depends on what you like to watch. If you want to watch like execution wise, obviously you watch like Chinese stuff, boring games. Some people might say.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining me and help carrying me through this cast. You can find more at Winter Dota and, of course, at Lyrical Dota for me.